Oh, my head itching. Oh, man. Put my phone. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I gotta make this really quick. Okay. And you know what? I want to show y'all this if I can. Hold on, y'all. Chastity! I gotta get Chastity to come here for a second. Okay. Hey, I'm doing good. Hey, y'all. Girl, everybody say that about them Instagram readings. They say if they'll be getting the craziest requests. I know I do. Can you look at my car in the sides of the doors? Look in that back seat on the passenger side. You know where Samir sit at? Look back there and get that ashtray and bring it to me. I feel like that's where it's at. If it's not, look in the front and see if it's in the doors in the front. The little circle one? Yeah, the one that's for a car. Okay. Okay, y'all. So let me tell y'all about my hellacious weekend in Winston, Salem. Okay. Gratitude for everybody coming in. Please hit that like button. Okay, I gotta make this quick because I got a couple of calls. I'm doing makeup calls today for some people that I missed on Wednesday. And y'all know I normally don't work on Mondays, but I gotta work today because I gotta make these calls up. So, okay. Let me just tell y'all about my products that I got coming this week. Protection oils that were ordered will be mailed out this week on Friday. I have passion oil. That is like an oil to increase your sexual energy between you and your partner, to make your sex life better. And it's through conjure work. So I will be selling passion oil this week as well. I'm going to sell those on Thursday. Protection oils will be mailed out on Friday. I had a couple of people reach out to me about their money oils. The post office had put them on hold because of the liquid, but the supervisor told me today that the bottle and how I'm sending it is below like what their minimum is, so he's gonna allow those to be sent out. So those have been on hold. Your thing should update, your tracking should update in the next 48 hours. Okay, they put them on hold for whatever reason. I don't know what in the world made this girl audit my packages. I feel like she was hating. But thank you, baby. But but whatever. We got through that. I'm not gonna go to that post office anymore. The one right there by your old job. I'm not going there no more. They put my packages on hold because they said that it was liquid. You know, my oils that I had sent out. They said it was liquid. I can do money oil right now. You just have to text me and let me know. I have a lot of money oil made already. I just have to dress the bottle up and all that stuff. But money oil is, yeah, she was hating. I don't know what that was about. I'm a lot of y'all, that ain't never happened to me. Yes, it's okay to use it from years ago. That ain't never happened to me. But I've been running into a lot of stuff that have just been crazy. But yeah, that she calls for an audit. I think it's because of the post office that I went to. I never go to this particular post office. I normally drive all the way home, all the way where my grandma lived, to mail y'all stuff. But because I was already kind of running behind on schedule, I just was like, fuck it, I'll go around the corner right here to near Chastity's job. And it just did not work. Kiana, text me for the instructions. I'll send them to you. But we are in the Mercury shadow period. Yes, that is right, Brandini. And it fucking started with me last week. Okay, well, Thursday. Okay, let's get it cracking. I check in to this Embassy Suites last Thursday. Okay, as you coming in, hit that like button, boo. So let me tell y'all what happened. We stayed there Thursday night. We stayed there Friday night. Come Saturday, I hear a on the door. Now I'm feeding the baby food. So I get up, and my homeboy's girlfriend, who is my friend, was sitting. She was sitting across from me, and me and her were talking, chilling. It was her birthday weekend, okay, and we were there for a family reunion as well. But they came with us to celebrate her birthday as well. So we kind of had a 2-in-1 thing. So when I hear the knock on the door, I go to open the door. Okay, I go to open the door. When I open the door, I see this young lady. I don't know, y'all can't see her face. Ooh, Lord, I hate y'all can't see her face. It ain't gonna let me resize it, y'all. I'm sorry. I wish y'all could see her face. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I wish I could do this, but I forgot I'm on live. Her name is Caitlin Swray. Okay? Her name is Caitlin Swray. Go to the YouTube, Chastity. You ain't got YouTube? I was gonna say what part?
I watch YouTube on my phone sometimes.
Now your mom's on YouTube.
I don't watch my TV.
Not your mom's on YouTube and you don't have YouTube.
Mom, please, Mom.
Am I in your I'm in your search? Because I was like, girl, you don't be searching me.
Mama, yes.
Because am I that whack?
No, Mama. Mama, I actually be interested in your stuff for real.
Am I in your I'm in your search. Because I was like, girl, you don't be searching me. Because am I that whack? Okay. Okay, y'all. So I just put it from Chastity's phone. Her name. That's her name. Caitlin Swray. Okay. Hey. So anyway, she comes to the door. She goes, hey. I say hi. She says hi. I say hey. She says hi. I say hey. She says, there have been some complaints about smoking coming from your room. You guys are smoking. You have to leave. Now, let me stop the story and say, normally when a hotel comes and they are telling you about a complaint that you've gotten, they give you a warning. Hey, we've got this complaint. We need you to not do this anymore. Yada, yada, yada. Okay? She didn't do any of that. She said, we got a complaint that you were smoking and you have to leave. Okay? So I'm like, no ma'am, nobody's smoking in this room. She says, oh, I smell it when you open the door. It hits me in the face. And I said, I don't know what you smell. So then I open the door all the way so that she can see into the room. And she sees Samir and Junior sitting on the floor, because they were sitting on the floor, right? And I said, I have a 10-month-old baby. I have a 3-year-old, and my 14-year-old daughter is in here. And I said, nobody's smoking in here. We don't smoke around my babies, right? We don't smoke around my kids, period. We don't smoke around my kids at home. We don't smoke around my kids at home. Let alone do we smoke in a room with them, period. Y'all, I've been on live with y'all. Y'all done seen me smoking. Samir is not allowed around me, period, when I'm smoking. He's not allowed around anybody when we're smoking. So I tell the lady, no ma'am, nobody's smoking. My boys are in here. Nobody's smoking, right? So, then she goes on to say, okay, well, I don't know, what's going on or how you're getting away with it, but you're smoking, okay? So I'm like, ma'am, no, I'm not. I said, what you may be smelling is my husband and his family and friends are going downstairs and they're smoking. And I said, they have this car ashtray here. Y'all see this? Look how clean it is. And we ain't cleaned it. It looked the same. They have this car ashtray that they are taking down to your designated smoking area downstairs, and they're smoking. and then they're coming back upstairs. I said, so I'm not sure if you are smelling that, but nobody is smoking in here. And I said, the ashtray is sitting right there on the table, ma'am. It's a car ashtray. They're taking it downstairs and smoking and then coming back upstairs because they don't want to put butts, you know, cigarette butts, black and mild butts. Y'all know they was, you know, they don't want to put none of that out on the ground, you know. So they were taking us downstairs and smoking with it and bringing it back upstairs. And I said, so that may be what y'all smell. And I said, but we're not smoking in this room. So then I point to the smoking device that's in the room. And I say, y'all have 3 smoking devices in this room. I know that none of them have alerted you that anybody was smoking in this room. So how are you saying that we were smoking in this room? She said, well, you need to get that ashtray out of here. And you need to just, you know, get that and put that in the car. And I said, okay, I'll do that. I don't have a problem with doing that. So then she goes on to say, but you're going to have to leave. Why do we have to leave? And I invited you in the room. I'm cooperating with you. You see children in here. And I'm telling you that nobody is in here smoking. So then she goes on to say, you're gonna leave. I said, okay, well, I'll leave. But you're gonna refund me for tonight's stay because nobody was smoking in here. And I'm booked here for one more night. She goes, I'm not refunding you for anything. Excuse me? Excuse me? I know you ain't talking to me. So at this point, I put the baby down. I put Junior down. Now, mind y'all, this is 4th of July weekend. So everything is booked up, y'all. Everything that we needed to accommodate our family was booked up. So I put Junior down because now I'm finna give you a piece of my motherfucking mind. And it ain't gonna be pretty. And the shit might go either way, depending on how I really fucking feel at the end of me saying what I'm saying. But luckily for you, there's an angel by the name of EJ that always saves the motherfucking day. Yeah, definitely. Every motherfucking time. Okay? Because he know his wife. So me cursing her out and telling her she's not going to talk to me any kind of way, the angel on earth walks in between us, because at this point, I'm getting out my mind mad because you're still telling me that I have to leave because I was smoking, and I'm telling you I wasn't smoking. And I'm telling you that nobody else was smoking in this room because we don't allow people to smoke around our kids. Not even when we have a cookout. And let me tell y'all how responsible and respectful my husband homeboy is. When he finna smoke a cigarette, he go outside. Talking about Uncle Gus. He go outside. He go outside at our house. And EJ have a room. Or in the garage. And EJ have a room that he can smoke in. We have a designated smoking area in his man cave. You can't smoke in the rest of the house. You can't even smoke in the rest of the house here. And this ain't no hotel. Everybody that come over here, they either in the backyard smoking, in the garage, in the front yard, or in the man cave. So we don't even smoke around our kids at home.
EJ got an air thing.
Yeah, EJ got an air purifier back there and everything. So we don't even do this at home. So for you to come up here and be so hell bent on saying we was smoking, I feel away. So EJ coming, he's standing between us because EJ see I'm getting out my body. Because I'm like, just give me my money back. Oh, I'll see about getting you your money back when I go downstairs and the police is here because you're getting out. Okay. So I told EJ, I said, look, she gonna call the police. I don't know if we're gonna have to leave or not. Let's just start pre-packing, right? Let's just start pre-packing. Just in case. So EJ said, okay, so we packing up the boy stuff. We hear a knock on the door from the police. The police come in. She said, hey, what's going on? She got her fucking handcuffs out when she walk in the door. Hey, what's going on? And I say, ma'am, She's insinuating that we're smoking. I said, nobody is smoking in this room. My husband and his family are going downstairs to smoke. I'm in here with my children. She's insinuating that we are smoking. And the officer says, well, she told us, say she ran out in the road, flagged them down, told them that I shoved her and I was refusing to leave the hotel. That is what she told the police. The police say, did any of that happen? Everybody that was there, which was me, my husband's best friend and his girlfriend, who are my friends too, my husband's cousin and his wife, which is my family, we all in the room. They all was right there when I was cussing her motherfucking ass out. Everybody said, she didn't push her. My husband said, oh, she did not push her, ma'am. I stood in between it. And I'm going to be real with y'all. EJ took her ass whooping. Because when I was so out my body that I felt like I wanted to do something to her, EJ took that. He took that because of the way she was talking to me. Right? So everybody like, oh no, like, she did not put, like, why did she lie like that? And they said, I don't know. That's just what she told. That's what she told us. So I'm looking at the police like, no, she said that we were smoking. That's why we had to leave. And then the police was like, well, what is she saying that y'all are smoking? I said, I don't know. She never said. I said, what did she tell y'all we were smoking? She said she didn't say anything about y'all smoking. And the officer was like, I don't smell smoke. So why do we have to leave? So they said, well, look, you still have to leave. You have to go. They was like, because she don't want you here. She's basically saying she's trespassing you, you know, and y'all have to go. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. You know what? Fuck it. We just gotta go. That's how I feel. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, EJ. We just gotta go. It don't even matter. Fuck it. Y'all, I got a picture of her, but it's too big for me to show y'all. It's too big for me to show y'all. So, but I did put her name up here, and y'all can find her on Facebook. Somebody find her on Facebook. And if y'all go to my TikTok, the picture of her is up there. Because I made a video TikTok where I didn't go in as deep detail as I am here on YouTube. But I told the story on TikTok too. So, we ended up having to leave. So I called corporate, the corporate number that they gave me. And I said, look, I just want to be refunded for the last night that we had to stay there because they basically put us out for no reason. The Hilton doubled down and said that they were not going to refund me for that one night. They told me that I would have to go to my bank to dispute it, yada, 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 and that they were just not going to charge me the $500 smoking fee. And I said, I wish I would charge me a $500 smoking fee, and my kids were in that room. Why would I smoke in a room with my children? I don't even, they found her TikTok. Her TikTok is KSRay123. They definitely found her TikTok and tagged her. Somebody did. I don't know who it was, but they found it fast and tagged it. But it just really, it's like, why y'all not trying to refund me my one night stay? She put us out for no reason. Y'all know it's the holiday weekend, right? Y'all know, and y'all, this is the one on North Cherry Street, or like Cherry Street, downtown Winston, Salem. So I'm like, why are y'all not trying to give us anything? You feel me? Like, why? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? And it's the holiday weekend. The Embassy Suites was the only hotel that had the 2-bedroom suite that we needed for us and the kids. Because Kanaya is a teenage girl. She needed her privacy. And then Samir slept in there with Kanaya, but he had his own bed because it was 2 double beds in that bedroom. And then me and Isha had a king-size bed in the other bedroom so that me, him, and the baby could sleep in, you know, that bedroom. And I just thought that was so weird. I have never in my life, like, I've never in my life experienced this type. Y'all, I've never went through this. I have never, and y'all, I've never smoked in a room. Period. I've never been accused of smoking in a room. Never smoked in a room. So you think that this particular time that I come to a room and I got my 2 babies with me that we just gonna start smoking? All of the men that I was with are traditional country men. They don't smoke around no kids. They barely even like to drink around kids. They don't play that for real. They don't play that for real. Especially my husband's best friend. He's not going for that. And if you think you're going to light a cigarette or anything around us and he's there, he's going to say something. Nigga, take your motherfucking ass outside to smoke. He's going to say that. Like, my husband's best friend is really like that. So, yeah, the 460 North Cherry. So it just, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I'm not even a person that says that my feelings are hurt. Y'all, my feelings was so hurt. My feelings was so hurt, y'all. My feelings was so hurt. Whoever Ollie, hey, get Ollie out of here. He's a weirdo. First of all, good night, never in a million years. But anyway, so y'all, I'm not even a person to say that like at all. Like I can't. I'm just not even a person to even say that. Like my feelings are hurt, but y'all, I was so hurt. I was so humiliated. I was so embarrassed that we were being asked to leave. You know what I'm saying? A family of 5 being asked to leave. And for somebody to have that much authority and then to lie and say that I shoved you to the police when I didn't even touch you. But I should have. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If my kids went with me, I probably would have. But you know what I thought about? I said, for one, Kanaya already had this PTSD with the police. Because when the police came in the room, y'all, Kanaya was jittery. She was frantic, and she was holding my arm like she got tense. She was holding my arm like they can't take my mama to jail.
Something told me to come. Like that right there. That's why I don't like, cause she by herself. I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Miss America, you said, do I smoke? I definitely smoke. I'm grown. I have the free will to do that, but I don't smoke around my children. And yes, the people that I am with, we smoke. And what we smoke is none of your business, but we smoke. We smoke Black and Milds. We smoke cigarettes. We smoke vapes. We smoke hookah. Give me my hookah pen, Chastity. I got a hookah lit pen right here. We smoke. We smoke. Smoke. That's what we do. So, like I said, back to what I was saying. I don't understand. I've never felt so humiliated in my life, y'all. Like, I've never in my life, a million years, have I ever felt so humiliated and embarrassed. I work hard. My children should be able to go anywhere and be comfortable. I respect my children. I respect their place. I respect their space. I don't smoke around my children. I don't play with my kids, period.
She look crazy, man.
Oh, Chastity got it up on her phone, y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all. Can y'all see her? Can y'all see her? That's her right there. Chastity went on my
Yeah, I was trying to see what she looked like, because I was just trying to see like
but
who she was.
No, Shatia, she not from Spartanburg. She not. But she's from Winston. The lady's from Winston, Salem. But so anyway, you know, it was a very hurtful situation. I'm very surprised that the Hilton doubled down and said, well, we're gonna follow the discretion of the hotel manager. Because clearly she had lied in her statement. She literally lied in her statement, so that proved that she was a liar. And so they said, well, you need to call the general manager in the morning. But my thing is this: the general manager should have reached out to me. You knew it was a big problem like this, you should have reached out to me and said, look, we value you, what can we do to accommodate you? I understand your children were with you. And because it was the holiday weekend, there were no other places with suites that were available like that. So, I was like, you know what? We just gonna go home. Forget it. I want my kids to be comfortable. And that's all I kept saying, y'all. I just want my kids to be comfortable. I was boohoo crying. By the time we got to where they were having the, where the family sits around, everybody cook out, fry fish and stuff like that for the family reunion. By the time we got there, baby, I was sitting in the car boohoo crying. I was crying so bad, y'all. I was mad at one of EJ cousins about some child. She came over there. I said, girl, I ain't even got it in me to beef with you today, okay? Like, bitch, I accept your apology because I ain't even got it in, I ain't even got it in me to even argue with you. I said, I don't even got it in me, girl. I said, I am fucked up behind this because I cannot believe they don't put us out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we were not smoking. Like, Miss America, the hotel has no proof, footage, or anything to disclose. The police said in their police report that they did not observe smoke. Oh, you didn't hear that part of the story? Oh, you didn't hear that part of the story? You didn't hear the part where I said she didn't tell the police that we were smoking in the room. She told the police that I pushed her.
And she flagged them down.
And she flagged them down in the middle of the road.
That's crazy.
Allow Miss America to stay since she got all the answers. Did you not hear that? I have a police report right now that states that they did not observe any smoking or smoke in the room. The devices, they have smoking devices in every room. I stay in nice hotels every time I go somewhere. They are smoking devices that are in the room. Those did not alert. Those did not go off. This was a case of somebody being racist.
Man, ugly.
I did submit it, Shannon, to the cause I had did the purchase of the room through Affirm to Pay It in 3. So well, basically what they did was she didn't really file a false police report because she told them that she didn't want to push the issue of me pushing her. She told them that she just wanted me to leave the hotel. She didn't want to press charges against me for pushing her. That's what she told the police.
Because she lied.
But if I did push you, if I pushed you, wouldn't you say that I assaulted you?
It's charges.
If the hotel has proof that we were smoking, why was she so uncertain? Why was she so uncertain to tell the police that we were smoking? She never acknowledged to the police that we were smoking at all. And the police report that they said that they were giving or whatever, they basically said that they were just saying that they didn't smell any smoke. They didn't observe any smoke when they came in. So, like I said, anyway, past the trolls, because this ain't nothing but trolls in here. But I just wanted to respond to that person because they had a lot of answers for me. But they must have missed parts of the story where she didn't even tell the police that. She told them that the reason why she wanted us to go was because I pushed her. And I was refusing to leave after I pushed her. That was the reason. But the reason that she gave us is that we were smoking. And let me add this for context for y'all. My cousin's husband's wife and another representative of the hotel had a disagreement the night before because my nephews came in to visit, my husband's cousin and hang out at our hotel. Y'all know how family do. We link up at one hotel, especially we down the street from the other one. And they, again, racially profiled black boys, told them they didn't know what they were doing at the hotel, but they had to leave because they had quiet time and they were not allowed there. So my cousin's wife told them, well, they're not making any noise, so I understand y'all have quiet time, but you know, we can have people here. We're not having a party. We're not doing anything like that. You know, they're just they're kids. They're just coming by to see us. And they said, well, they have to leave. So they had already had an issue. And yes, my cousin's wife, you know, told them that she was going to file a complaint because she felt like there was racially profiling. So, like I said, so this was the holiday weekend. And everything that we needed was booked out. And so EJ's cousin offered us a room, but it was like a room with one bed and a pull-out couch. It was no divider, so there was no privacy. And so I was like, I'm just ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm just ready to go home. And EJ was like, I'm not really ready to go out. You know, I miss seeing my cousin, so I was gonna stay for him. But what ended up happening is I'm not going to. So I literally was just like, you know, let me just you know, we'll just go home or whatever. And so she ended up convincing us to stay. And Kanaya was like, well, Mom, I want to stay. I want to stay with my cousins. Like, I'll just go stay in the room with them. And I was like, you sure, Naya? And she was like, yeah, it's just like when they spend a night at the house, I just go stay in the room with them because they be spending the night at the house anyway, and I'm used to them. Yeah, she was like, I'm used to them. They don't
give me no privacy, man.
I know. She was like, I'm used to them. And so we got a lot of nephews, y'all. So like they always pile up here. They just love.
Here right now.
I know, I heard them talking. So you know, they just all pile up here. And so she just was like, she would be fine for the night. It was just one night. And we sent the baby with my sister-in-law. So that they could keep him because they had a bigger room than us. And Samir stay with me and EJ. So it ended up working out in the end. You know, we did get to stay, but it kind of just put a real dampening in our trip. And I was so sad the whole time because I was prepared for us to have to drive back almost 4 hours. I was so disappointed, and I still am disappointed, y'all. My feelings is really hurt. Hey Dorothy, my feelings is really hurt. Simply because I am a person that follows the rules, especially when it comes to hotels. Even when it comes to the law, like I'm a person that follows the rules. I don't be doing no crazy stuff, y'all. That's not something that especially in my older age. Yeah, God really did work it out. But especially in my older age, like I'm a person that really followed the law. Like when I was younger, yeah, I used to do some crazy stuff. I will admit that. I would definitely admit that I didn't always do the right things. But in my older age, y'all, I don't even play like that. Plus, on top of that, y'all, I'm a brand. Look at how I posted that video. 5 minutes after I posted that video, somebody tagged her in that video. You never know who, y'all. So I'm not going to be out here showing my ass knowing that I am Miss Brene Reeves, and I got people everywhere. I have people all over the world. Somebody gonna know me. It does not fail. Every time I go somewhere, somebody see me. Bree, what you doing here, girl? What you doing in my city? Every time, not playing. So I'm literally not going to go somewhere and show my natural born ass or break a rule, because you know what? The very hotel clerk could be somebody that watch me, could be somebody that know me. When you a brand, you have to move differently. So I'm not smoking in a room, period. Because who's to say that that front desk clerk or somebody may have recognized my name and seen my name and said, that's Bree. I know that's Bree. You get what I'm saying? It's all about moving with integrity, especially when you're a business owner. And I'm a person that moves with integrity because I own a business. So, you know, this was just a learning experience. I will tell y'all, for being accountable on my part, I shouldn't have cussed her out. That's how I feel now. I feel like I shouldn't have cussed her out. At first, you know, I'm like, you know, bitch, you should have cussed her out. But it's like now, I just should not have cursed her out, because I wasn't in that space. You know, I was happy. I was feeding my baby. I was in a good mood. Me and my girl was having a good conversation. And y'all, look, she a Cancer. Y'all got me another Cancer friend. And y'all know I love me a Cancer woman, honey. So we was having a good conversation, having a good time. I was feeding the baby, you know, enjoying myself, happy to be out of town with my kids and my man, and just having a good time. And you know, it's just I just shouldn't even let that get me out of character. You feel me? Because it wasn't worth that. It really was not worth me cursing her out, because like y'all said, God ended up working it out in the end, and he did. God is a way maker, and he's a provider. And I feel like I was cursing her out because my feelings was hurt, and I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that when my feelings is hurt, to not respond in a mean way, because I have a very hard time with that. And I told my brother-in-law, I told him, I said, you know, me and my brother-in-law, we were sitting in a room by myself, and this is EJ's younger brother. Me and him are very, very close. When me and EJ was going through our hard times in our marriage, he was the anchor in the water. And so me and him are very close. We have a very, very close bond. And I was sitting there, and I told him, I said, you know, I said, man, I said, that's something that I really got to work on. I was like, that is something that I really have to work on. I was like, you right. I'm hot tempered, and I got to work on that. I was like, because even though I was upset that they were making us leave for no reason, there are better ways to handle it. And, you know, yes, she was talking to me crazy, but I still have to think about how I need to respond. And it's like my daddy used to tell me, if they don't put they put their hands on you, you ain't even got nothing to worry about. You know, and that's the real stuff my daddy ever told me. He told me that when I was 5, I never forgot it. But my problem is, I feel like when we are going through our life things, and we have traumas from the past where maybe that one time we let somebody get away with bullying us, so now you can't play with us at all. It's kind of like it's one of those things. Yeah. And that's what it was. It was really because my kid, I think I was so humiliated, because it was like in that moment, I could not be their mom and save the day. We had to go. I couldn't fix that problem. And I was hurt by that. You know how humiliating that is? You're the mom. You can save the day. You're the mom. You can save the day. And you couldn't even save your kids in that moment. And they had to be humiliated like little black kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it was rough. It was rough for me. And that's just how I feel about it. But I had to come and tell y'all about my weekend. I am going to be uploading readings this week. I am pretty much caught up with everything that I need to catch up with. I am doing a ritual this week. Let me show y'all. I am doing a ritual this week. Okay, and this is another cord cutting and protection ritual. I want to speak about this for a little bit. So this one, we have a lot of chaotic energy coming up for the remainder of the year. This is to protect us from these things. Oh, Nelly, no, send it to me. But don't send it to me on Instagram. I don't never get nothing on Instagram. Is it on TikTok? Send it to me, because what is going on? But yeah, so anyway, we have a lot of chaotic energy coming up for the remainder of the year. And I want us to make sure that we are spiritually and physically protected. So I'll be working on that ritual this week. I will do the cutoffs on Thursday at midnight because we have a moon the next night. So I'm going to try to do a moon ritual. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to let y'all give me a vote on what I should do ritual-wise for this moon coming up, because I think this is a full moon, I think. No, it's a new moon, I think it's a new moon coming up, and so I'm gonna let y'all decide what y'all want me to do. But yeah, so we got some chaos coming up. We need to be protected from our crown chakras to our sacral chakras. We need to be protected. So that's the ritual for this week. But yeah, y'all. Oh, I did send out an email about me doing mediumship readings. I'm only accepting 15 a month. I do ask that you send your people's, I'm doing mediumship readings. You guys have asked for it for your deceased loved ones, for me to do it. Y'all remember when I first started, I was doing them, but energetically, it took so much out of me to the point where I couldn't do other readings. So now I'm only gonna do 15 a month. Anjanae, it is, can somebody put the number in the comments, the 420 number? I do still do phone readings. You can book them on the website at BreneReedsLLC.com. Over the phone readings, bookings are open for that. But yeah, but like I was saying, I'm doing the mediumship readings. So if you want to get those, I do ask that you text and send the date of birth of your person. Oh, thank you, Tanika. I do ask that you send the date of birth and a picture of your deceased loved one. I would like for them to have been deceased for at least 30 days before you try to get a reading or connect with them, just because they're in that in-between transitional phase, and I think it's important to give them time to adjust to their new reality. So if we can give them at least 30 days, and then you guys can book this reading with me, and at 15 it will disappear off the site. Once I get 15 bookings for this, I'll take it off the site until the next month, and then I'll put it back up and send an email again, just because I don't want to be overwhelmed with the mediumship readings. Okay. But yeah, y'all. Oh, let me get on this before I go. Yeah, what I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that other boy just opened the floodgates on Tyler Perry? Blackberry, even if they're cremated, you can do it. Miss Mika, I'm doing one questions tomorrow, because I did them last night. I had 4 people send me questions after 9 o'clock, and I ain't answering them till tomorrow. Yes, Lanice, I did. I read on your mom when I first started. I definitely used to do mediumship readings heavy, but it was a lot for me. And that's because I was doing mediumship on like Purple Ocean and stuff like that too. So, but anyway, I told y'all, he opened the floodgates, and get ready, because wait, there's more. Okay? Because wait, there's more. But yeah, y'all, this 4th of July weekend was really, really hard. It definitely put a dent into my confidence as a mother, and being able to fully, be there and be mama bear for my children. But it definitely was a learning lesson. I am trying my hardest to get some type of resolution with this hotel. But if we have to take it to me suing them, then I'll just have to, because this is definitely defamation of character. This is definitely humiliation. This is definitely racism at best. Because somebody put the number in the comments. Y'all can book your mediumships today, whenever you want to. I've already sent an email out for it. I've got about 5 bookings, so that means I got 10 more slots left, if you want to go ahead and book yours. But yeah, this was just like a learning lesson for me. I've never been kicked out of a hotel for anything, and especially not for smoking. But hey, that's just how it goes. So just y'all be aware of Winston, Salem if you ever travel there, and don't stay at this damn embassy suites, because they don't like us. They don't want us there. They don't think we belong there. And let me just tell y'all, the rooms was stuffy, smelled like mildew, smelled the mess. It wasn't even like it was like a great hotel, because it wasn't. The TVs was glitchy. It was a mess. Like it was a mess. This was not the best embassy suites that I've stayed in. Okay, so I hope that helps, y'all. I cannot believe I done poked a hole in this cup, y'all, some kind of way. But yeah, I hope that me pinning that number help y'all. It's up there. I love y'all. Thank y'all for always being here to listen to me and to my rants and my readings and my gratitude and my love and my grievances as I listen to yours. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all very deeply. I hope y'all have a good remainder of your week. I will be uploading some readings this week. Thank God we're back to a regularly scheduled program. I love you guys a lot, so much. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Later.